He's trained people like Heston Blumenfeld. He's trained people like Gordon Ramsay, Mario Batali. And you know what? The list just keeps going on and on and on. Today, you have the privilege to work alongside, learn from the one and only Marco Pierre White. Welcome back.
Marco Pierre White is a legend.
Hello.
There are all these stories and I guess legends about what he's like as a boss and as a chef and as a restaurateur.
I'm looking forward to spending a bit of time with you.
And it's very hard not to let that, I guess, affect you when you're actually there with him.
Chef, your pan's too hot. What you're doing is scorching it. So the outside's overcooked and the inside might be perfect.
The skin of the blue eye is near black.
Scorched, not caramelised, because your pan's too hot. Good luck.
So I think I'm in trouble.
Who wants to make it through to the top 10? Well, you've got 3 minutes to do it.
Come on, Andy, 3 minutes, mate.
Don't you think you should put your dressing on first and then your micro herbs? Because that will collapse it, won't it?
Yeah.
Because the judges eat with their eyes first.
All right. Thank you.
There you are.
Kind of do it on a board.
Do it on the board.
Okay.
Don't change. Do it on the board. I love that board.
Thank you.
Why this time are you putting the dressing there and then the salmon on top and you didn't do it there?
Because I quite like it over the top.
You should do it over the top.
1 minute to go. Come on, mate. Finish it off.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it. Service is over.
Well done.
Deb, 20 minutes. What did you cook?
I've cooked a bruschetta with tomato, mint and goat cheese and lemon zest with a honey vinaigrette.
It's not the prettiest of food. What's interesting, and what's very obvious about your cooking, you like big flavours. You like generosity. Your energy goes into the making and the tasting rather than the presentation, which I like.
Deb, it's good, honest cooking. Question is it too simple when you look down at the other dishes?
I feel really positive with the judges' comments and Marco's comments, but there's 5 more dishes to go. I'm just going to relax and see what happens.
You look nervous.
Yeah, a little nervous.
Yeah, having seen you cook, I'd be a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
What is the dish? Tell us what it is.
Crispy skin blue eye with a caper and tomato salad and salsa verde.
Nice though.
Yeah.
But because you were too aggressive.
Yeah, skin's a bit dark.
Perfection is lots of little things done well.
They probably can't go past that burnt skin, and I'm looking like I'm in the second round.
Audra?
Hello.
Come on, tell us what it is.
It's an ocean trout sashimi with Sichuan dressing. I'm shaking in my pants. I'm just shaking.
There's only one criticism. Only one. For 3 big boys, it wasn't big enough.
And before you know it, there's nothing on the plate.
You know what was clever about it? You knew you had 20 minutes, you kept it simple, beautifully, perfectly sliced ocean trout. Absolutely delicious. Really lovely.
Well done. That's the best
I felt all day. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Tracy? What are you going to make this?
And I just basically freak out. Going to poach the, I can't speak. Sorry, I'm very agitated.
Breathe.
I can't breathe. I don't even know if I know how to cook anymore. And I'm trying to calm myself from crying because I don't want to cry in front of him.
What, why are you intimidated? He's a lovely bear of a man. He's lovely. He's lovely.
It smells delicious. It does. Tracy, I've been in your position so many times in my life. Especially when I was younger. Good luck.
Thank you. Marco's words are really kind, and they've kind of just melted my fears away, and I just hope I haven't wasted too much time panicking now.
Tracy, please bring your dish up. Thank you. Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Very overwhelmed. It's a lobster broth with a coriander ravioli and a lobster medallion. Before you taste, I fear that my lobster is undercooked.
Thank you for your honesty.
Right, let's cut this lobster, shall we?
I just really want to hold this together, but now's a moment of truth. My heart is sinking to see this raw lobster being cut.
He looks perfect to me. Why are you apologising?
You know what? I reckon so far that's the best bit of lobster we've seen in terms of.
It's good,
how
yeah, it's
cooked.
perfect.
Really
That is
good.
very perfect.
Really good.
I prefer your smile to your tears. Your lobster is perfect without question. I like your bisque. It's got real flavour. I like the tomatoes as well, just softens it. What this dish tells me about you as a person is that you like to create flavours. You're very giving. It shows with what you serve on your plate. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so relieved. I've been so intimidated about having Marco in the kitchen, but maybe it just helped me to push on. Such an amazing, amazing cook.
I've got a lobster bisque. I've just pan-fried the lobster and semi-dried tomato with a coriander oil.
Tell me about your bisque.
Crushed up the head into small pieces. I fried off carrots. I used the port, and then I deglazed with a bit of vinegar and tried to just keep balancing it.
I can't get my head around the vinegar.
I just thought because the port was so sweet, I just wanted something to...
Then put less port. I think had you not used the vinegar, it would have been a much better dish.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marco.
Thank you.
I can't believe I'm about to serve finger food to Marco Pierre White. He's going to taste my endive cups, and I am gobsmacked. Is this actually about to happen to me? Today I've made endive cups with pickled pig face, a pork crackling, a pork and date sticky sauce, and an anchovy mayonnaise.
You pleased?
I am. I really hope you like it. It's quite simple and free-form.
Why don't you take a whole one?
Because
It's designed to eat with your fingers.
Yeah, I know.
Is that designed to eat with your
Yes,
fingers?
yeah,
There
just
you
to
are.
pick up
Why are you trying to be posh?
There's no rules. There's never rules.
You're trying to be
No way
posh.
you
Well, there is.
Marco's staring at me. He has this really serious kind of perplexed look on his face. I don't know where to look. I just don't know what he's thinking right now. Like it?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I do like.
Okay.
I like that explosion of textures. Can pick up on those individuals' flavours. The bitterness, the sweetness, the saltiness, the pig, the crunch.
Yeah.
It's clever, it's tasty, there's creamy, there's crunchy, there's freshness. It's all in one little parcel.
And you know, not many people could have created so many flavours and so many textures in one mouthful like you have. I like that dish.
Thank you. What an honour. Thank you so much. I made the top 5 out of 21 cooks and he loves it. That's pretty amazing.
Next up to the tasting table is Ashley.
I'm feeling so nervous. I'm really concerned that I've put too much of the cumin seeds in and that it's going to be really overpowering.
Tell me about your dish.
My dish today is a date frozen nougat with a cumin crumb, a lemon curd and a cumin praline.
In the French kitchens, they call the dish a biscuit glacé or a nougat glacé. And it's one of my very favourite puddings. I like your curd. I like the fact it's not too sweet.
Yeah.
It's got that explosion of citron.
Yeah.
But you know what I do love? I do love the caramel with the cumin.
Thank you.
I think it's truly delicious.
Who would have thought? You know, people are probably going, cumin in a dessert? Why not? It's a spice.
It's given us great insight into the way you think and the way you look at food. And I think you've been really, really, really intelligent. I think you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you.
To hear Marco say that I've really got the flavour combination right and that he really is enjoying the dish is an amazing moment. It's completely surreal. Yeah, I can't quite believe what's happening.
Today I'm going to be cooking a pumpkin and kale quinoa risotto.
I think she's doing quinoa risotto. She is.
Is she?
So,
That's risky.
very.
What is Kira thinking? Has she got a death wish? She's cooking the death dish.
This is definitely my biggest risk thus far in the competition. The judges could absolutely hate it. If the judges don't get it or they're not open to it or if they're too stuck in the mind of tradition and how they're used to eating it, then I could go home.
It's going to be either make or break.
Kira choosing quinoa. Bold.
What are you doing, Kira?
I'm doing quinoa risotto.
You what?
Quinoa risotto.
What rice are you using?
Being me, quinoa.
Wait, just confirming, you are using quinoa.
I'm using quinoa.
It's absolutely what Kira's all about.
It's being true to yourself, but is Marco gonna love it?
Marco is a purist.
Quinoa going to be cooked in time?
I hope so.
Do you
a
think
little bit
it's not
worried
going to
about
be?
it. I probably should have started 5 minutes earlier. Yeah.
Wow, that's got a way to go. What have you done differently?
Normally I do actually put all the stock in and then steam it through. I should have done that at the beginning rather than adding a bit at a time. I just got in the risotto mentality.
Kira.
I know. I'm really nervous at this point that it's just not going to get cooked in time. It's definitely right on the edge, but it still needs a little bit of
Is it cooked enough, Kel?
Not quite. Hey, Brent, what temp's that chicken at? Got up to about 68 and I turned it off.
And I need to slice my chicken. I'm super concerned that it's not fully cooked. Chicken's looking tiny bit pink in the middle, but I know sitting on that risotto that the residual heat will cook it through.
Contestants, 2 minutes to go.
Come on, Cole.
Come on, Kira.
Quinoa's not cooking.
It's going to go close.
Kira's in trouble. It's not cooking through. She's made it with a stock instead of steaming it through like she normally does.
My quinoa risotto could definitely be a risk, but the judges want to see me on a plate, and I know that this dish is delicious.
What have you cooked us?
A pumpkin and kale quinoa risotto.
Kira, this challenge is all about risotto. The Italians are a notoriously conservative race when it comes to their food. And here you are, popping quinoa risotto down in front of someone whose mother's family come from the north of Italy. Are you nervous about how this is going to be received?
Definitely, but at the same time, I 100% believe in this dish and what it means to me and my family and what I'm doing with my life. And so if it's not received well, I will still hold my head high, and this is still a recipe that will definitely be in a cookbook to come.
Good on you.
Thank you. Thank you, Marco.
Marco, is that a risotto?
Not in my book.
The question for me, does it bring back that flavour memory? Does it have the buttery, creamy, parmesan-y flavour that you want from risotto? If Kira's achieved that, she can convince me.
You know we've got a problem. The problem is, for me, that is the most delicious dish. You know what Kira's done? She's reinvented what risotto can be. Why not use quinoa? It's a brilliant idea.
I agree. I think the pumpkin is fantastic.
She's got that buttery, cheesy flavour, the creaminess coming through from the cooked pumpkin, and then she echoes it in the salad.
So do we dismiss the argument?
I think the argument was dismissed 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I think as soon as Carla Cracker makes a risotto out of paper, in Australia, risotto's made out of pearl barley, out of farro, out of freekeh. But what's brilliant about this dish is the fact that quinoa is slightly undercooked. It gives you that al dente texture.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It gives you that slight nuttiness that you find in beautifully cooked risotto.
I don't think she realises how clever she's been. She's allowed the food to do the talking.
Oh my God. The legend is there in front of my eyes.
You understand spices very well.
My dad told me.
There's a very gentle warmth. Really clever.
Thank you. His personality, it melts you. He's like a coconut, that he's hard from outside, but inside, he's really a soft and a very beautiful person.
You know what, Marco? I love you a lot.
I love you too.
I was like, oh my God, my love story is complete.
Needy, up you come.
For an ordinary person like me who gets a chance to cook for Marco, that's a big achievement. And getting it tasted is a double achievement for me.
Wow. Like the look of it. What is it?
Cream pepper chicken with flaky paratha and potato crisps. This is a very simple dish, but this is quite close to my heart.
Why?
I always
do this dish when I'm not having a good day or something. And it's easy, and it's flavorful, and it's full of fat. So I like it.
I like the idea of a dish that you make for yourself when you're not having a great day. That's beautiful. Shall we taste it?
Nidhi, in 35 years of being in this industry, I've never seen a dish look like that. Tastes so good. It's delicious. The combination of chicken fat and that black pepper, which is beautifully balanced, and that little squeeze of lemon, sensational. The crisps, a little bit of salt. Well done.
It nailed the brief, and the brief was simplicity, tasty, yummy. What more can we say? Definitely have to have a run after that, that's for sure.
Good stuff. Well done.
Cooking for a legend, not everybody gets a chance. Only I can say that. Must have done something too good in life.
Can't believe Marco Pierre White wants to taste my food. I mean, there's melted ice cream there. But I think I did something right today.
Seemed a little surprised that we called you.
Yeah.
You know, because we picked it because it looks really pretty, and the promise of that caramel ice cream, I think it's a delicious proposition.
It's sad that it melted.
What have you cooked?
Ella's favorite sweet and sour dessert. So it's the butterscotch ice cream with the sour lemon curd and lots of little crunchy bits.
Did you say Ella's?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah, my 5-year-old.
So you're starting to think about your children and create desserts for your children?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Said to be honest, and I'm thinking about my kids today.
Okay. That's fair enough. You'll miss them. Yeah. Always. Shall we taste? So what are these here? They're like a...
Tuile.
Crispy tuile. That is so thin.
The meringue, yeah, the buttons?
Yes.
It's like the lightest lemon meringue pie in the world. Deconstructed. Really clever. And the butterscotch ice cream, it's still delicious, even though it's melted. The meringue, the lemon, the spun sugar, the little tuile biscuits. You've done a fantastic job. Thank you.
All right, Cecilia. Good job.
Bye-bye.
I didn't cook as well as I wanted to this morning in the mystery box, so I'm going to make up for it in invention test. Today is the Italian challenge. I'm cooking mushroom chicken and pastry ravioli. We're only allowed 5 ingredients and the porcini, so I need eggs and flour for the pasta, chicken and cream for a mousse, and parsley for a herb. The sauce is going to be a hazelnut butter, which is just burnt butter that tastes like hazelnuts. To make it, I obviously need butter. I've got 5 ingredients, and the porcini, I want 6. So I'm trying something different today, which is to turn cream into butter. I've never done it before, but I'm hoping it works.
Byron, what are you going to make us?
Spatchcock that's going to be cooked on the crown, and I'm confitting some of the legs as well.
Yep.
I'm going to cook it with a balsamic reduction, some confit tomatoes, and some charred zucchini as well.
You seem nervous.
Yeah, I'm very nervous. I'm hoping that I can pull it off.
Good luck.
Thank you. Marco's right. I'm all over the place today. It took me so long to come up with a dish, and now I'm going to be pushed to my limits to get something on the plate.
My dish is chicken porcini and pastry ravioli. My clever plan was to turn the cream into butter and turn the butter into the sauce. I hadn't done that before, so in the end your sauce is whipped cream and porcini. Sorry about that.
Did you cook your whipped cream?
Yes.
I think it's very clever.
Thank you.
I like the combination, and I think you should go back and do it again. And I think put some hazelnuts with them when they've been roasted, and just give it that bit more punch of hazelnut. But I think it all works. Thank you.
I love what you've done. I also think you've lucked out there because you almost split the cream to make butter. The milk solids and the fats are there, and they've burnt, and they've given you some of that flavour at the bottom of the dish. Delicious.
Thank you. I was extremely relieved. I feel like I dodged a bullet. And I can't stop smiling.
Baby chicken and some porcini mushrooms with some garlic, zucchini and confit of tomato drizzled with a balsamic reduction.
Byron, you know you're in trouble. You knew that before you walked to the front. Can I be really honest?
Please.
It looks like a horror movie.
Raw garlic, courgette that's still raw, cherry tomato still with the core in it, a fine bone in the leg meat. You know, you've got to be careful of that stuff. Forget that for a second. What's going on?
I'm just a little bit frustrated in myself at the moment, I guess. It's like my mind's not working. I just go blank for what I want to do, and it's just annoying because I keep doing it.
Let's have 2 minutes. Shall I let you into a few little secrets? I have made more mistakes as a cook than anybody else I know. I really have. And you know why I made my mistakes? Because I tried too hard. I was in your position. You allowed the people around you to intimidate you. Just pretend you're back at home, cooking for your family and your friends and your loved ones. And if you can forget everything around you and just cook, just enjoy it. Come on.
Thank you.
Never let things intimidate you.
Yeah.
And shall I tell you something? We all have bad days.
Yeah, thanks. That advice from Marco is something that I'll definitely cherish for life.
The final dish I would like to taste is the cook who had all the advantages. The question is, did they take advantage? Laura, bring your dish up, please. Thank you.
A stuffed gnocchi roll with onion, sage and porcini mushrooms, and a chunky porcini mushroom sauce and crispy sage leaves.
Looks fabulous. I think we need a couple of more expert opinions on this one.
Oh, wow.
Trust me.
What I absolutely love is how clever you've been just rolling that potato. It's light, it's delicious, it's caramelisy. Porcini doesn't overtake the dish. You've got these lovely little hits of sage. The only thing I don't like is there's not more.
I love the fact that every time we see you cook, every time you put up a dish, we know it's from you. And that's a wonderful reflection of being true to yourself. I love it.
I only have one little thing to say. When I was your age, I could not have cooked a dish to that quality. And that is true. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great work.
Thank you.
Well done.
For Marco to say that he couldn't cook this dish as well as I have at 18, it's, oh my God, like the biggest compliment I've ever got. It's just, oh, something I'll never forget.
I know that I have to lie the seafood flat onto the plate so it gets as much time in the hot liquid as possible.
It's cloudy. It's more like a bisque, I think.
I've strained my broth probably about 3 times through double-lined muslin, and it looks beautiful. It's rich and it's cloudy and it smells like a bisque and smells of the ocean. I'm so happy with it.
You're on the right track here. You're cooking with confidence.
Okay.
I'm liking it.
Okay.
I've just got this really good feeling.
Okay.
Today could be the day.
Really?
Yes. Okay.
Shannon?
I'm going to strain it one last time through the muslin and then pop it into a jug. When the judges pour the steaming hot broth over the seafood, it should poach the seafood right on the spot at the table.
Ow.
I'm watching Georgia cook and she's got a really great idea. My only concern is, will those prawns cook at the same time as the scallops? They're different meats, they're different textures, and I've got a feeling that, the scallop will cook. Maybe the prawn won't.
I'm stressing now. The biggest concerns about my dish are the seafood and the broth. I am seriously worried that my broth might not cook the seafood perfectly when it's poured over.
Here we have prawn and scallops in a seafood and fennel broth.
Wow. Well, have a look at that. Obviously, it looks like the scallops and the prawns are raw.
Smart.
And we've got a hot broth here, which smells crustacean-y and really beautiful. What do you think, Marco?
Firstly, it makes me think of a really smart restaurant. You order broth, and out comes the bowl, and there's the garnish with all those wonderful fresh ingredients. And then they serve the broth at the table, and that's what cooks the shellfish. Whoever cooked this has been very clever, and I like the radish floating on top, and the little shallots.
Yeah, it looks wonderful.
Does it taste as good as it smells and looks?
Well, let's find out.
Well, Marco, I don't think you've enjoyed a dish this much for a long time on MasterChef, have you? You're happy?
The broth is full of flavour. You can taste the sea. That is perfect. No, I think that's a really good dish, actually.
I love the broth. I think it's absolutely... Marco, you're spot on. The taste of the sea, the crustacean, is so light, it's so delicious.
It's that combination of the browning of the shallots and the fennel against the toastiness of the broth. It's so delicious. Really clever dish.
It's a cracker dish.
Yeah.
Doing a pastry dish, by any chance?
So chocolate. So I'm adding little things that I love to eat as well.
Yep.
Honeycomb and orange as well, and rosemary ice cream. So I'm just hoping that it all go together as well.
Because your parents were working so hard, you grew up in a different environment, don't you? That's everybody does, It's amazing what references we do have.
So if I can do it today in the MasterChef kitchen, it will be very special to me because I know my mum will just be proud of me. I'm feeling a bit of pressure. Check my honeycomb. It's cooled down, but it's just not setting. And it's just so soft.
What happened to the honeycomb?
I didn't take the sugar far enough, so it's really soft. I gotta start that again.
You've got 30 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Will you be ready?
Hopefully, I've just gotta...
Hopefully?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I hope so too.
I've only got 30 minutes to get this right. This is a dish, pretty much what I love to cook, and it's... So I don't want to fail today. I'm gonna try again until I get it right. I'm really proud of myself to put up a dish like this. I think I've done more than justice to my childhood memory.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, it looks absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. So what's the dish?
So it's a chocolate ganache with orange jelly, tempered chocolate, honeycomb, and rosemary ice cream.
You've had a very different upbringing, you know, working parents.
For me, where food came from was self-learning, reading those books that Mum had. I was just like a 15, 14-year-old kid reading through a 3 Michelin-star book, and I was just so amazed.
Does your mum inspire you?
Yeah, she's a hard worker. She definitely
She's a hard worker, yeah. She's run the business and supporting you guys, right?
Yeah. She had to start from the bottom, so as a kitchen hand, and then worked her way back up very, very slowly. I know my mum's a very tough person, but she's a lovable person as well. She's very caring, and when I was young, I didn't really understand that.
Can I ask you a question? Would you love to put this in front of your mum now?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Would you?
Yeah.
And what would you say to her?
I'd say, well, I wouldn't have my childhood any other way. So to put up a dish like that and having a childhood where my mum's worked bloody hard, and for me to focus on food and find my own way is, yeah, that's what I would tell her.
That you want to forge your own way?
Yeah.
I listened to your story. What was very obvious is that your mother made great sacrifices for you and your brothers. But I understand your mother didn't want you to walk into the kitchen.
Yep. I really understand why as well, because it's a hard life.
What this dish highlights is your ability to organize and to achieve a lot within a very small time. The amount of work that you have done in 90 minutes is extraordinary. I'd employ you.
It's speechless. I'd be very grateful. To hear that is... it's amazing. I've never expected to achieve this much. I've always been so shy about serving food to people because I don't know how good it is or how bad it is. And to put food in front of you guys, and especially to Marco, it's just amazing to hear those comments. I feel stunned, but proud as well. I'm proud of myself.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
But now it's time for us to taste.
Thanks, Marco. Thanks, guys.
That is the best dessert, for me, we've had all season. It is absolutely beautiful. The chocolate mousse is delicious. The rosemary ice cream is just an inspired idea. The little tumble of ingredients, which includes that lovely light, crunchy honeycomb, those little pebbles, which is, was a mistake, but in fact worked out brilliantly. And the little shards of chocolate are all just on the money.
He's 21 years of age. This is phenomenal.
But what's interesting is that explosion of flavors. Most pastry chefs have a sweet tooth. That's why they make pastry. He's got a sauce chef's palate, which he's taken into the pastry, which is rare. And that's what will define him apart from every other pastry chef in this country, his palate.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Charlie, he's happy.
Come on, Charlie.
Gee, Charlie, from elimination last week, I mean, tasted this week. What's the dish?
It is a honey semi-Freddo, lemon crumb, candied lemon, and a lemon and honey caramel.
I've stood at this block many, many, many times, and I've eaten many desserts in the MasterChef kitchen. This, without question, is the greatest dessert I've ever eaten in MasterChef.
Oh, yeah.
If I went to a Michelin-starred restaurant today and ate that, I wouldn't question it. I'd more than likely ask for the recipe. It is delicious. The smoothness, the balance of honey and lemon, the crunch, all together in one. Have the confidence to sprinkle it all over. Have that confidence. Allow your fingers to create the design. Don't force it, make it sensational.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I've got nothing to say, really.
Yeah, I've got nothing to say either. How can you finish on that? That's amazing.
Charlie, how does that feel, man? Really?
It feels awesome, you know, to be at the bottom of the pack and kind of questioning everything after that first cook. And then to hear those words from Marco, it's just, yeah, honestly, I can't have nothing to say. It's just crazy. Thank you so much.
Brilliant stuff, Charlie.
Well done.
The feeling that I'm feeling today is absolutely on the other end of the spectrum from last week. It's amazing to go from such a low to such a high. That has happened, guys. Those words will live with me forever, and it's something that I'll always be able to fall back on and far out and draw confidence from.
I'm feeling pretty confident that my lamb tastes fine. So now I'm making a flatbread stuffed with the onions in it.
You look confident. Can I taste this?
Yeah, definitely.
It looks all so delicious and smells beautiful.
Thanks, Marco.
Do you regard cooking as a form of therapy?
Definitely.
So do I.
Oh.
All my life. It tastes really delicious.
Thank you, Marco.
Make an extra one for me on the side. I just love your cooking. Your use of spice is genius.
Second challenge of the day and another great cook. It's exhausting, isn't it? And you did well. We asked you to be inventive with lamb and 3 veg. We're excited to taste. So, first up, Needy.
Niddy,
It's Marco.
tell me, what's your dish?
It's an Australian classic Indian way. Lamb South Indian style. Sweet carrot pudding with an onion yogurt, parsnip chips, and a bread with onion stuffed in it.
Did you say that one was for me?
Yes, that was specially for you. Today I made it for you.
See? All
Thank
the
you,
special
darling.
stuff
Thank
for
you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I'll have one of these then. I went back to front there, didn't I?
Yeah.
You go pudding first.
I went pudding first.
This morning, you were top 5. This tops what you cooked this morning. This is beautiful.
Thank you, Marco.
I wish you had a restaurant where I live. I'd be there every week.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you, thank you.
This little carrot pudding is, well, it's better than anything I've ever had in India. This is one of those sort of things you try and you come back for the next morning, you wait and you queue up, waiting to get in. I love it.
Thank you, Marco.
Love it.
Well done. Well done, there. Delicious. Good luck.
Oh my God, Marco wants me to have a restaurant. It was the proudest moment.